Hi, everyone. Today is Monday, April the 22nd, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. I've got a couple of levels here I want us to stare down, and these are the gamma flow levels from Mentor Q. That is, if you squint your eyes a little, you might be able to see them here, but it's Mentor Q. And what these lines tell us is the following. If it comes to the zone, expect an action. So what it actually tells us is these are the key levels that you are likely to have trading setups that are going to give you higher rewards. Here's the backstop. Sometimes it will collapse and go straight through the level, so you'll have a continuation. This happens when dealers have to move in the direction of the market. And here at the GEX level 1, it is telling us, listen, what's happening is it's moving in terms of trend. So first thing to do, anticipate trend. If trend continues, you're in good shape. If trend breaks, you need to reestablish. So here, luckily the day ended here, but notice where it opened, right there on the edge. And I'm going to show you how to use this. It's up to you whether you want to get Mentor Q or not, but they've been very generous with us and just wanted to show you what these levels look like today. Normally I'll just show you the Qs, but today we're going to show you 3 of them. So stare these levels down. Those are going to be the numbers to watch. And of course, the first rejection zone was about 50-40, and you know that I like the number 50-45. Quickly, you can pause the chart to get these levels off. Here it is in the Qs. It's in between 2 of them, gapping up. Notice old resistance, potentially new support. But right now, trend is still saying bounces are sell zones. We know that it's tech week. When we're not sitting right at a level, what you want to do is look to the actual price points and say, wait a second, can I get up over this zone of noise? And right now, it looks like 17,300 is telling us no go. Okay, that's for that one. The last one, the YM, look at this bounce. Absolutely fantastic. These numbers are the day going forward today. I just got them up for today. It is riding up that wall of worry. Notice, look at that momentum edge. As long as it doesn't get into this zone, it is telling us my bounces are going to be sell zones. But if it comes back into this GEX level down here, it is going to say, hey, traders are going to try and buy that zone. Notice they popped up, tried to do something, couldn't happen. So again, move in the direction of trend. When it hits the GEX level, assume trend is going to be in play. But if it stops heading lower, or it's trapped between these spaces, and these are daily charts, you know that price action is telling you, I could have myself a little bit of a bounce. And so this is what we are looking at. All right, that's it for those. You can find it for all kinds of other instruments there. It has a very active Discord, but superb what I'm using, and that's my pitch for them. Absolutely love them. You know I also love Edgefill, and so let's take a look at Edgefill. Aren't we fortunate to get this type of information together? I have such great partners. All right, from a price action perspective, Monday, we are going to gap up. 57% of the time it's filled in the last year. We've had a very bullish year. Particularly if we go 6 months, say October, you're going to see that number is even higher. But as we go to maybe 3 months, we'll be able, ooh, that's surprising. All right, let's look at 1 month. Even 3 months, it's been higher. In the last month, every single gap up got faded. That is incredible. All right, well, we'll see, right? That means sell the bounce. All right, in the last month, the bounces have been selling. Let's jump to the numbers. We know them, and that works cleanly in line with our GEX levels. Look at this 50-48. We know that there is a gamma zone right there. That's going to be the first line in the sand the traders really want to get up and over, and then 50-66. If not, we head back. Our low is this 49.97 to 5,000. My thought is we're going to joke around. Chop, 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 chop. This afternoon, One of the big tech has earnings, and I think these guys are going to drive the market. But again, if we bounce, it's going to be into resistance. Sell the big bounce, and as it begins to hold a higher low, you know the market is rotating higher. I believe, I don't know, maybe until after the election, we will sit between 48.61. This is my prediction. I predict. And oh my gosh, I'm glad I make myself laugh. Okay, and 52 to 5,300, right? And then maybe at the end of the year we get another rally, but I think we're going to be very, very sideways. Nice big rip up. A lot of trapped buyers are going to be selling off, and we've got a lot of places that buy zones are going to look really, really nice. In any case, that's what we've got looking at. Let's look at our standard deviation bands. I don't know why I've got them. Oh, let's go to the 4-hour chart. And we can see, higher lows coming into resistance. It's not going to turn around and go savagely to the upside. Too many unknowns. It's going to chop, move up into 50.48, and then potentially fade. Hold 50.48 and go to 50.66. But these are the zones we're going to watch. Very, very importantly. After today, I'm going to transport a few of the lines from Mentor Q so that we can take a peek at how these levels match our eyeballs and the new information that we can get coming from these chains, right? Okay, so for the ES, we know what we've got going on. Edges, 49.70 baseline, thereabouts, to 50.66. All right, so that's about 100 points of motion. It is not a buy the dip formation. It is a sell the rally event. And this moving average will keep you on the right side of the trade for your 4-hour chart. For the NQ, doing the same sort of thing. NQ, of course, is a little bit weaker, right? A little bit weaker. Everything, look at this. An 8 SMA all the way up here. So this is a fairly savage bounce. A lot of things are, open quotations, oversold. When we have this kind of location on the double smooth stochastic, prices tend to bounce, right? So this is a buy the dip formation, all of them across the board, as long as we hold that opening tick. We lose the opening tick, step to the side, and realize that there might be some noise hanging out there. Volatility band's going to teach you the same sort of thing. In the direction of trend, you're going to sell the spikes, and you're going to cover during the dip, right? If we are rotating to fill this gap all the way up at 17,600, we will fail to head lower, and so it makes the dip action a nice buy zone. Very nice buy zone here at 17,165. Start taking profit at 434, but realize the shorts are going to get really panicky if we get up over this 400 level, and we could bounce like crazy. Momentum is not saying that, but you never know. You absolutely never know how the traders are going to react to price. Okay, there we have it. We're looking at the Qs. The Qs were, the YM. The YM was up on Friday, right? So we did not have broad sell-off action, but look at this sideways motion. Now, Mather Q says, I'm going to delete this one, remove the alert, remove the ray, remove the horizontal line. Let's put a new one up. Mather Q has a line right here, right? And that looks great to me. So I'd say 38,230, support ledge, and it's going to chase it up the flagpole into that next zone. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the 4-hour formations. Zoom, zoom. Holding well. If all of these gaps fill, like edge fill suggests, we'll go up, fill the gap, you look for the close of the prior day, and then buyers are likely to hang out again, right? I'm going to put this something right here, 37,900. And I'm going to put another alert. YM's a great instrument to trade. Okay, let's take a look at SPY. Super important. And of course, you can get all of these levels for SPY as well. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you're patient and you wait for these levels and just act when they're going, I mean, monstrous in terms of what you can accomplish. Take a look at this. Old resistance, new support, gapping up. So the gap fill, if we assume that that's what's going to happen, let's put an alert there. I expect traders to buy the daylights out of this one as soon as this gap fills, maybe even before, right? I don't know. But 500 to 503 is my potential formation that I'm looking at right there. Okay, for the Qs, here we are taking a look at this, tremendously oversold, you know, not sitting next to anything super dramatic. So let's peek here. Baseline, oh my goodness, look at that. Patience, folks. If you're just staring the chart down and you go, you know what, I'm going to give this a go, and you've got your risk down, these have been really great trades. We're going to implement more of this type of style coming into the end of the week. Small size, see what we can do. The key event would be, of course, selling the option chain, because so much volatility leaks out of the chart as soon as the morning begins. But I like this idea, and it's been percolating in my brain for about a week. So I just want to figure out how we're going to position it, and then we'll be all together. Okay, pretty big volume on Friday, so climbing this wall of worry is going to be important. And then after that, we don't really have any volume as big as the volume on the 437 line, which makes a ton of sense, 437, 438. All right, I'm very excited for today. Today's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'll see you guys on the streams. Of course, you know I'll be at Strategy Lab on Top Step TV, and I'll be in that Benzinga Pro platform. You know that you can check out my channel. I'm also in there at Happy Hour. I love talking to those guys in there. They're really, really, really full of a lot of humor and some great ideas. All right, everyone. I'll see you on the platforms.